and the new features are finally here. So today we're checking out 24W40A, which contains the new Creaking Mob, the brand new Pale Gardens, and so much more. So we're going to be checking out these new features today, and I am so excited. First things first, to try out these new features, when you're making a brand new world, you now got yourself a new experiment, and this experiment is Winter Drop. So this pretty much confirms it's going to be coming this winter. So here you are inside the world itself. Like, I literally can't get there myself. So if I go inside the inventory, then we got all these new blocks. Like, there's so many of them. Well, at least what we can expect from wood anyway. But we're going to be looking at some of that stuff later on in the video. But for now, I want to locate this new biome. This is going to be a dark oak variant. So if you find a dark oak forest, then you may find this new biome. But however, just to make things quicker, we're going to use the locate command. So from my first glance at this, like, this is a very interesting biome. Like, whenever it comes to biomes of Minecraft, like, there aren't very many unique ones. Like, there are some really cool ones, but there's none that quite like this. Like, I definitely like this quite a bit. Like, it seems very ominous, definitely very scary, and if you look in the sky, like, the sky is just gray. Like, this biome is ominous. And of course, it gets even more ominous at night, especially when you find the creaking. But however, I've seen people mention that there should be fog in here. Like, maybe in the daytime there should be a little fog, but at nighttime, like, there should be a lot of fog, just to make things trickier. Like, can you imagine the fog and seeing glowing eyes? Like, that would be terrifying. Now, when you find this new biome itself, then you're gonna find a bunch of new blocks. So you got yourself this new moss block, you got the moss carpets, then you even got the new logs. And the one thing interesting about the moss, that if you place it on the carpeting, then you get this really cool slide effect. It's actually 2 blocks, so if I were to break this, then it gets shorter. But however, I do think it would be cool if you could bone meal top it, just to make it taller. Like, can you imagine this climbing up the trees? Like, that would definitely be pretty cool. But overall, this moss is basically regular moss, so there's really no difference. And you can even place them in the composter. And plus, you even got yourself the new pale leaves, and even hanging moss. But however, one interesting thing about this, that you can actually bone meal this, and it goes down by 1 block each time. This will not go down automatically. Like, maybe that'll change in the future. Like, I really don't know. But also, the logs work like normal logs. So you can strip them, you can turn them into planks, and you can turn them into the bark blocks. And we'll be talking about the other blocks later on in the video, so try to stay tuned. But I also forgot to mention that some of these trees, they will contain a special block. Now, you may have a hard time finding this block, and this block is called the Creaking Heart. Now, when you place down this Creaking Heart, then it actually makes noises. And whenever it becomes nighttime, then they're going to spawn the creaking. And the only way to get rid of the creaking would be to break the said block. And ooh, that's an interesting sound. But they did state in the changelog that some of these blocks you found in this forest, they will actually make creaking sounds, which I find very interesting. And some of these biomes can be very small, some of them can be very big. Like, look at the size of this one. Like, this is huge. And this is even the large biome world. Like, this is a regular world. But wouldn't it be cool if there's like a pale mansion? Like, if you look at the regular dark oak, like, we got regular mansions. But why do we ourselves pale mansions? Like, that would be cool. Like, there definitely needs to be some kind of structure in here. But that's also kind of out of place. We found an azalea tree. Like, it's just a little bit of green that's in the middle of all this gray. Now, next up, I want to show you the new block. Like, there is a lot of new blocks that you can now obtain. Like, you got yourself the new logs, you got the bark and strip bark, but I also already showed you the moss block. There's also the new planks. Like, when it comes to planks in Minecraft, like, this is definitely my favorite. Like, I think it goes really good cherry wood. Like, when you take a look at this, like, I don't know if it's just me, it does look like it's a little bit pinkish. So maybe there's pink in there, but it's just subtle. And then you got things like the trapdoors and doors, which I am a big fan of. Like, the design of these things are cool. So you got like the iron bars, you got the door knockers, and overall you could use this for like a castle. And you even got yourself the trapdoors, which I also do like. You also got pressure plates, buttons, and even buttons and pressure plates. Then there's also going to be the boats, and then there's also the signs, which I definitely do like, and even the sapling itself. Now, when you got these saplings in a singular formation, then they will not grow. Instead, they have to be in a 2x2 formation. And then once you go and bone meal these, then they'll grow into the trees. So it's basically like dark oak trees. But like, I really do like the look of the sapling, and it could be used for decorations. But anyway, it's time to look at the creaking. So when it comes to the creaking itself, then they will only spawn at nighttime, when the Creaking Heart is active. And you can find the Creaking Heart, as I mentioned earlier in the video, within the trees themselves. But however, this is what the Creaking looks like. Basically a tree-like creature, but he also has those really creepy eyes. But those creepy eyes are a nice color. Now if you are playing in creative mode, then you also got the spawn egg. But however, if you do try to hit the spawn, then he dies instantly. But when they spawn from the Creaking Heart itself, then they will not take any damage. Now once it becomes nighttime itself, then the Creaking will start to spawn in. Well, one spawn right there. Now as I mentioned, once they do spawn normally, then they cannot take any damage. So if I were to punch this creature, then it shows us what the art is, but also it takes no damage. So right here we got ourselves a Creaking Heart. So watch the spawn carefully. The moment I break this, then boom, it disappears. That's definitely a cool mechanic. It's also different from all the other creatures, so I actually like this. But also look how much creepier this biome is at night. Like, it is definitely creepy. But however, I still think it needs some improvements. So maybe just turning it into fog. Like I've seen someone mention owls. Like that's definitely a really cool mod idea. Wait, does it look like he's moving? Yeah, he's moving very slowly. But anyway, as I switch over to survival mode, like these things are creepy. Like if you just look away from them, then they just chase you. But also, it doesn't make things easier to guard pumpkin, because they will still chase after you. And they're like evil. Like they really don't like guard pumpkin. Stupid creeper. Oh, and I'm being shot by a skeleton. But however, I want to try to find a Creaking Heart. So apparently there's one in this tree. Don't you dare get any closer. I see you all. There's one in this tree. There's art. I got the art. I got the art. So there is one way to pick up this Creaking Heart, and that is with Silk Touch. If you don't have Silk Touch, then you can't pick it up. Instead, it's just gonna shatter. So also, once you got yourself the Creaking Heart, if you go ahead and sandwich it between two logs, then it becomes active. Then it's gonna spawn the creaking. But however, this is only gonna happen at nighttime. If you're in the daytime, then you're safe. But also, if you spawn the creaking, then Ravagers, the Pillagers, Evokers, and even Vindicators all scared of them. Like, they will literally flee in terror. And now, from my first experience from the Snapshot, like, I definitely enjoy this. And I'm pretty sure that all of you will too. Like, everything from the Pearl Gardens, and even the creaking and the new blocks. Like, I am definitely in love with this. And I definitely can't wait to see what else is in store. But just gonna let me know what you think of this in the comments. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, then please make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss an upload. But for now, I will catch you next time. Goodbye.